And welcome to the Australian Lacrosse Network here for the LA 2025 Under-18 Championships, men's and women's. And tonight we have a huge clash here between South Australia and Victoria. And again, when the cream rises to the top, we get the best in. Peter Greenhouse, welcome, mate, to another beautiful night here at Brighton.
It is a beautiful night here at Brighton. Clear skies, just not even a breath of wind. And we've got two teams here that are looking to cement their positions in the Pool A table.
They are. So coming off different tails yesterday, Victoria came up against New Zealand TOA from Auckland, and they were 7-1 down at one point and came back. They ended up losing 13-10, but the New Zealand unit, a really strong unit, so be interesting to see what they do for the rest of the week as well.
Yeah, New Zealand have brought over a couple of good teams, Tony, so they've been really great to watch.
And the SA girls, well, they played WA, and it was a 16-6 scoreline, and last night in the men's it was a 16-6 scoreline. So I don't know what happens there, Pete, but South Australia really getting on the board. But this one becomes a little bit more interesting. And because as I look down the team sheets at the moment, there's some real players to watch in this Vic and SA sides. And Victoria, mate, I look down here and I see Imogen Hall, who went over and played box in the Worlds.
Yep.
A really young player. Chelsea Patrick, you've got Ava Dorinko, absolute superstar. And Holly Austin, who normally is in the cage, is not there. Georgia Floyd, another one who played under 20 over in Australia, in Hong Kong. So they are top to toe a very good side.
And we spoke yesterday about under 15s making that next jump up to under 18s. Ileana Morlang was a crucial player for, I think it was the Ice.
The Ice, yep.
And look for her to come out and make some waves in this age group too.
It is indeed, and they're very well coached by one of our own. And a big shout out, and I've got to say a big thank you to Michelle Davies. She presented me with a T-shirt yesterday that says Tink 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 on it with the ALN logo, so wearing it proudly tonight. And but yeah, well coached by Michelle Davies, and very experienced coach. And on the other side, coached by Wendy Walsh, another very experienced player. You look down here, and that is chock-a-block full of very, very good female lacrosse players.
Yeah, Izzy Jackson, one of those under-20 Aussie players, won the MVP for SA yesterday, had a great game up and down the field. But Leah Litchfield, India Capella, she is a strong goal shooter, could have also won the MVP last night or yesterday. Some of these younger kids...
Well, there's two that stand out immensely. One is Ruby Carter, and the other is Lily Maros, who played in that under-15 tournament, as we were talking about 15s.
Yep, as did
Hannah Greenhouse, as did, it's just... Hayley Lawson, as an Aussie player, she was in the Aussie. I mean, you look down there, and there is green and gold everywhere.
Yeah. No, the SA team's got a good mix of experience and youth coming through. I mean, youth, they're all youths, but... Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, I look down here and I go, hang on, they can't still be playing under 18s, and yes, they are. But yeah, again, very well coached by a very good coach in Wendy Walsh, who was one of the assistant coaches for the Australian under-20 side.
She was, and also Wendy and Leanne both coached this team to a championship last year. So
back-to-back, they're looking to go back-to-back.
They know what it's all about.
They like the spoils, it is, and the spoils for one team will be a L at the end of the night. But we're looking forward to a fantastic game here as Sophie Coram goes into the centre up against Izzy Jackson. And this is where the game is won in the women's game. It is from the centre draw, and it's just about to be set as the officials just get into place. And I'm looking forward to a really good battle. The team, again, that settles here will just... and the goalies themselves sort of getting elevated was Naylor, as Izzy Jackson just goes about her work, gets in early. Jackson steps inside. Jackson fires. Oh, and that one has come off the foot but gone in the back. That's the way South Australia would have wanted to start. They got to stop Izzy Jackson from the centre.
Yeah, Izzy Jackson dominated yesterday in the centre draws as well. Got her own possession this time round and just went straight down. She means business tonight, and this will be her final tournament, Tony, so putting that one straight past the keeper.
Well, you see the pace that she does have. Had a fantastic game in the bronze medal game over in Hong Kong, and really changed the momentum of that game and brought back to the score back with Japan. So let's see what she does here. Jackson again pushes it out. Ball to be won on the ground, and a pre-check is had there, and that will be picked up by Lily Maros. So Maros gets a touch of the ball, runs the ball down into offence. And ball just not handled well, but this could that could work. As the ball comes back up here to Jackson. Little two-man game here. Not there. Ball comes over there to Lawson. Lawson looks inside, and another one on the board there. And India Capelli, you spoke about her earlier, Pete, a big body, and if she moves like that at pace, going to be very hard to stop.
Yeah, she got a lot of goals from the crease yesterday as well, Tony. So can play out wide. Does have a bit of pace, but she can also get that crease nice and tight in the body, get that pass, and make some danger with it.
So this centre draw is, we saw it last night in the men's game, SA dominating. That's 2 from 2. So SA winning the centre draws here at the beautiful Brighton Lacrosse Club under lights. It's a magnificent night down here, and we hope you're enjoying the live free action on the Australian Lacrosse Network. It's great to have you on board, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the lacrosse throughout the weekend. Ball back in the centre. Jackson pushes it out. Maros gets first use of it again, but little one just a little close to the ponytail there, and Maros will run the ball down through X. So Maros under pressure, looks to come around. Maros fires, tink, and maybe a tink off the bar as Maros hits the deck. Good pressure there from the defender in Peyton Knox.
Yeah, unfortunately no backup on that one though, Tony. Lily came round from the X position and was clearly going to the goal. Someone should have been there to back that up.
So Olivia Thompson in the cage for Victoria. And Thompson just looking for an outlet. Good movement here from Victoria. Certainly running to... there's the pressure. So one opens up the top. That is the centre draw player there in Coram. Coram under a sea of red, pushes the ball forward. Actually, sorry, that's Peyton Knox. And Victoria will look at an offensive set here. Imogen Hall with the ball. She's a very good ball carrier. Has been playing box lacrosse, and you can see that in her stick skills. As the ball kicks out there to Patrick. Patrick over to Floyd. Some experience there. Patrick goes to dodge on the left on Maros. Patrick fires and puts that one behind. And Chelsea Patrick gets the first for Victoria and sneaks it just with a bounce shot over the right-hand hip.
Saw a lot of bounce shots earlier today, Tony, as well. You spoke about it in the game last night. And yeah, that bounce can be unpredictable, but there is a fair bit of it. Just catching Naila Samick off guard and that one going through.
So both keepers at the moment having to pull the ball out of the back of the net behind them. Ball comes back in the centre. We get a 2-1 game here. If you are just joining us live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network, welcome. You have Pete Greenhouse and myself, Tony Watts, on the commentary tonight. And we look forward to bringing you all the championship action over the next 3 days. And we're getting a legal procedure there, and that is going to go the way of Victoria. So can they get another one back here? Coram passes the ball down. Finds Georgia Floyd. Floyd, nice cut there from Coram. Floyd just steps around. Good crash there. Looks inside though, and there we go again. Chelsea Patrick. She is touched it twice in the last 45 seconds, and both of them have ended up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, great work by Georgia Floyd. Just settled it down, kept her eyes open though, and there was a cut that went through and a second cut by Patrick, and found herself with no one on her, scoring an easy goal, getting it past Samick.
I like it. I like both teams. When they get into offense, they're going very quickly. Like they're putting a lot of pressure on both defenses, and certainly moving their legs. That was a great cut there from Patrick, and she gets her second of the game. And the centre draw, as we keep saying, is pivotal in the women's game. Ball comes up, ball goes out. Maros, another touch. Good pressure though, coming from behind, but deemed to be illegal there by Floyd. And Maros will just get there. I was going to say, someone has to come and stand behind it. So Maros passes the ball down there to Capella. Capella just waits for Maros to cross that forward third. And Maros, again, first under 18s for Maros, but goes at pace, draws Floyd that second. Has the ball, nice cut again, good inside look, and fires away. And that is Izzy Jackson. She got one off a fast out of the centre, and right there, you can see just that experience from those Australian teams coming to the fore there, mate.
Again, great work by the attacker in Appleton there. Just holding possession of the ball, waiting for that right option, and Izzy Jackson with her speed cut through, got that ball and put that one away.
Well, you saw there, so you saw Maros and Appleton, both first-time SA under 18s.
Yep.
And certainly don't look out of place at the moment.
No, that's right.
Bringing others into the play. So Jackson with a couple here in the first and goes straight back to the centre draw. Tammy Varga sets the centre draw. Jackson again wins it to herself. Has Maros on her right but decides not to. Kicks the ball down to Capella. Capella looks to find an opponent down there. Mackenzie again with the ball. As ball comes to Maros. Good movement here from South Australia when they are in offence. Maros looks to go at pace. Does go at pace, gets around, looks to get inside and fires that one and misses the cage. And we're going to end up with that coming back to the 15-metre mark. And I'm suggesting, given the pace that Maros comes off that pick with, that she's pretty much going to the cage here, Pete.
She's a competitive animal, Lily Maros, and she will take any opportunity she can get, and has a great shot. Has a great shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was from about 10 to 11 metres. She took 2 steps, just enough to balance, and Lily Maros gets another one for South Australia, and they go out now to a 4-2 lead.
I think SA really need to keep attacking that goal. As we've mentioned, their goalie and Holly Austin not playing tonight, and Olivia Thompson in the cage. So they really need to make the most of that. You know, Olivia is not a keeper by trade, she's an attacker. So she will probably see a lot of shots coming her way.
Well, I can tell you one thing, Pete, if it keeps going like this, we're going to have a 32-28 goal line, and that will be very exciting for our viewers on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
It'll be like commentating sixes again as Izzy Jackson goes to herself.
So ball to be won, ball up in the air, flicks out the back, and players had great look, great take, looks back inside the other side. Appleton just decides to pull that out. Good work there from, I reckon that was Dallison. And ball comes back up the top. Jackson passes it down.
Guyatt comes around the right-hand side, looking up, eyes up, finds an opening, doesn't quite get through.
Yeah, that opening closed down quicker than my bank accounts, Pete. Did. So ball out the back, looking to feed. Nice cut. Good cut inside again, and a great feed. Oh, good save. Great foot save there from the keeper. And Thompson. It's always good, and they win the ball back.
Yeah, just a little kick save there from Thompson. As an attacker, I've been an attacker and a goalie, so you can sort of read the play. You kind of know where things are going. So she had the right idea with that one.
So Thompson, ball in hand. Good presentation there from her teammate. That is Butler. Butler runs the ball up. Now she needs to move the ball on. Does. Nearly finds Dorenko. Dorenko picks it up. Dorenko has pace. And Dorenko is running down and finds Lawson. Dorenko. And Ava decides just to bring it out a little. Gets a match up there.
Good chase there by Lawson.
Just shut that down.
Yeah.
So, again, Haley plays really good defence. So, ball comes up the top to Floyd. Floyd's a goal scorer. Kicks the ball over here to Morlang. Morlang, again, looking to drive, goes inside. Good pressure there, good check. And just a little bit too close, deemed to be. And Sharpley will have to just sit out here. So an opportunity for Victoria. Just has to be in the field of play. Just to restart. Opportunity for Hall. Hall looking to get inside. Great stick skills from Hall. And Hall just a little left, a little right, and a bit of good night.
Yeah, I love to see that from someone on the left-hand side, just working a bit of the magic and sneaking that one inside the post.
So Hall, you can see those box skills really coming to the fore there. She's just rolled inside and then rolled back outside and just popped it over the right-hand shoulder of the keeper. And this is a good game, Pete.
Yeah, it is, Tony. 4-3 at the moment. And, yeah, this could be a shootout to the very end.
So ball back in the middle. Jackson in there up against Ava. So Dorenko. Change up in this centre draw now. A little bit of height there, putting Dorenko into the centre. Just making sure that they are set. Jackson gets the ball out. Opportunity here. Picked up there by Greenhouse. And Greenhouse gets the first touch of the night. And it's always good to get one in the middle of the stick as Lawson picks the ball up. Lawson. Good pressure there, Floyd. And there's a couple of players that probably know each other pretty well, Lawson and Floyd, having been in that under-20. Oh, great inside step there from Guyatt. Just trying to break ankles down there, Pete.
Yep, and getting the free possession now too, having some sticks around the bubble area.
Pop, it went. So Guyatt coming up top centre. On the 15, no, I was going to say she was nowhere near there, but I like the way she's trying to open up the angle. So another opportunity. We're going to see a shot here. We see this so often now where the girls really balance up quite quickly and don't allow the defenders to get to them. So Guyatt steps in, goes hard and pops it. Another good save there from Thompson. Comes out the stick, but picked up there by Appleton. Appleton passes the ball around. Back up the top here to Greenhouse. Hannah. Looking to work her opponent. Just passes it on, finds Guyatt. Look inside, oh great cut there. And ball is shot from Lawson and goes out of bounds, but backed up down there from Appleton. Appleton moves the ball on. Gets it back again now. Ball comes up the top to Jackson, and this is a good matchup, Dorenko against Jackson, as Jackson just making her own way, and Jackson certainly just looking to fill up her bag in the back of the cage. Izzy Jackson gets her third.
Yeah, SA are really doing a lot of work off the ball, Tony, and that allowed Izzy Jackson to beat her defender and then not have much after that. So great work from the team of South Australian attackers on that play.
And they just stretched the margin that little bit further. But this is what happened last time, Pete. They sort of got out and then Victoria came back and went bang, bang. And Have they got another couple in them before the quarter-time break?
Well, the clock on the screen here says 15 seconds, so I'll be suggesting...
Well, clock is on the field.
Oh, no, it's just changed to 40. So there is time. If Izzy can win this ball to herself and get in front.
So ball to be won. Jackson just wins it to herself. Great pickup. She's already got 3 for the quarter. Looks to bring others into the play. So that will do it as the clock was on the field. And really entertaining first quarter of women's lacrosse, Pete.
Mate, it is saying 5-3. It is a 5-3 game. But SA really haven't made the most of their 8-1 centre draw possessions. The Victorian defence really doing enough just to keep them to 5, which is probably pretty good when they've had that much possession from the first from the centre draw.
Well, we saw the keeper there in Thompson make a couple of saves late and a really good foot save down there and got to stick to another one. So she certainly stepped up her time in the net.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
With Holly Austin potentially coming in tomorrow, she'll be enjoying this challenge.
Well, you think if you've got a goalie like Holly Austin, Holly was great in the MLS series in November last year. That is an easy 2-goal difference, I would have thought, which brings them back to level peggings.
It does, but she's doing a fantastic job in there, is Olivia Thompson for Victoria. What about goal scorers for that quarter, Pete?
So we've got, for SA, Izzy Jackson with 3 goals, just dominating the centre draw and getting a multiple hat-trick in the first quarter. Capella with 1, Maros with 1, and I've got Mackenzie Appleton down for 1 assist.
Yep, that was a great pass inside.
And for Victoria, we've got Patrick with 2, Floyd with 1 assist, and Hull with 1 goal too. Well, 1 goal as well.
1 goal as well, yes.
Not 2.
Not 1-1 was a racehorse and 2-2 was 1-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, really interesting first quarter. It is 5-3 here. And we're glad to have you on board here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Stay tuned tomorrow because there's another big game tomorrow night. The men are back on Field 1. We will be covering that one tomorrow night. It is South Australia and Victoria, and both of those teams undefeated at the moment. And tomorrow night, one of them won't be.
I can't wait for that, Tony. SA Vic, it's always a good battle. Traditionally, SA and Vic have had a bit of a rivalry, so yeah, it'll be great to see those two teams of young men going head-to-head.
Well, you think at this point it'll be potentially, and I know we're early in the week, but given the fact that SA were 16-6 against WA yesterday, and WA going down, no, that was in the women's today.
Yes.
I don't actually know what WA did today. I'll have to find out. But yeah, Victoria were quite commanding over the team they played today.
WA played Vic A.
Oh, did they?
Beat them pretty well.
Oh, okay. So that's why we have Pete on board, because he's all over this stuff.
I've been here all day. Well, no, I did have a little bit of a break in the middle of the day, but yeah, I've been here a little while.
That's called a siesta, mate. You're allowed to do that. Last night we had the nachos truck behind us, so
that's
very,
right. Yeah, there you go,
very
there
Mexican.
Looks like we're just about to get started for the start of this second quarter, and SA are out first. I've noticed with this SA team, Tony, they are out of the traps very early, like to be set up well before their opponents. So let's see if Izzy Jackson can keep rolling on with her domination in the centre draw.
So we've got a change here. Amini going into the centre draw now against Jackson. So ringing the changes is Michelle Davies through that centre draw. So Poppy Amini goes in against Jackson. Can she halt the train that is the Jackson train at the moment? So whistle about to be blown to start the second quarter. Well, the answer to that is nope. And sorry, that was Ruby Reagan in the centre. I get my 5s and 3s mixed up sometimes, Pete.
Yep, as we do.
As Lawson picks it up, she is wearing number 5. I got that one right. And South Australia with an opportunity here. Carter looks down on the bottom corner. Nice work down there. Ball back here to Lawson. Lawson looking to try and get in. Great work there from Carter. Carter fires down low. And Ruby Carter gets her first of the game. And good little one too.
Yeah, that was a beautiful little work. Lawson just taking a bit of a drive at the top. And Ruby becoming a free player and getting into the crease. Lawson looking up, finding her with a good pass, and Ruby sticking it away.
And apologies to Ruby Reagan there. I thought that it was number 5, but it's number 3 as she goes back in there again. So Reagan up against Jackson. And Jackson just absolutely dominating the centre draw here early in this up to early in the second quarter. And they need to stop that particular player through here. And that is an illegal procedure, and that's the one way to do it. So Jackson just...
getting a bit of clarification.
And it was good. Just, no, I agree with that.
Yep.
Play on. And good work there from Reagan. So Reagan wins her centre draw. And ball comes to Floyd. Floyd up the top, up against Jackson. They saw a bit of each other in the under-20s as well. Just tries to fire that one through. Ball picked up there by Morlang. Morlang passes the ball over and it comes back to Floyd. Great matchup, Jackson and Floyd too. Just quietly. Oh, just dancing on the spot. Good double comes from South Australia. It's a fantastic job from Maros to get across to put that pressure on, and then she's found her opponent. Dorenko looking to work on this bottom right-hand corner and gets a push. So Dorenko will head up to the 15-metre arc.
Really like the work rate of Lily Maros there. She must have sprinted almost 50 metres in that little passage of play.
So Ava Dorenko sets up on the 15-metre arc. Dorenko looks down, fires down a hole. Good save there. Great stick save from the keeper there in Naila Samick. And we've got a, just going to bring it up. And the ball will be in the stick of Andrea.
Litchfield.
Oh, is that Litchfield? Sorry. That is Leah Litchfield, because it says it on her back even. So Litchfield to Lawson. Lawson looking to work down the centre corridor. Not there, has Maros. Oh, good check. And that was good dispossession there from Mason. And push had on the outer side there, so Mason will get the ball back. And Capella will sit out behind her. So Mason looking for an option. Finds that option now in Reagan. So Ruby Reagan with pace. Comes down, looks to get inside. Continues to go. Reagan steps in. Oh, look at the bounce there, Pete. We said, I talked about it last night. Just needs to be around the, just inside the circle. But
yeah, a lot of bounce out there. It's a very hard ground at the moment, mate.
So ball steps inside, just about gets her head taken off. And we're going to have an opportunity here for Alicia Deans, who will come up almost top centre on the 15-metre arc. Just heading out now to the left-hand side of that. So let's see what Deans does. Deans, ball in hand, waiting the whistle. Looks on the bottom corner, finds Dorenko. Dorenko steps in. Dorenko rips it on the left-hand hip. And Ava Dorenko gets one for Victoria to start the scoring for them in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And we got a yellow card here to Jackson as well. So not only a goal, just to rub a bit of salt into a wound.
Yeah, just looking at a replay here, Tony, Izzy Jackson had a bit of a swipe. It was a bit aggressive. So she will sit on the bench for her time. But Dorenko just too strong there. found herself by herself on the GLE line and pushed her way through and got that goal.
Now, because that was after the goal, they will start with possession. And the girls all trying to run forward, but they can't do that. And Capella would have gone in to take that centre draw, but not there. And can Victoria get another one here? So they'll be in a power play situation, Victoria. Ball comes out to Patrick, already with 2 goals. Back up to Floyd, has Durenko. So they'll be setting up for this 2-minute power play. Ball to Patrick. Patrick kicks it down a hole. Good defence there. Just pushes it forward. That's a great interception there. That is Andrea. And an opportunity here with Guyot. Guyot just gets the crash right there, Victoria. And they'll have to run out this penalty. 6-4 is the score. And we get a push there from Victoria. But that allows Victoria to set up this double.
That's Emily Dallison there with the ball at X, so she's going to have to work hard. Finds Lawson.
So they're in a 2-minute man down here. And Lawson, that's a good person to have sticking a hand of. But kicks it over there to Capella. Capella looks to draw down the bottom corner, kicks it back to Lawson. Lawson has Floyd on her, just throws that one to the feet. That's a great take there from Guyot. That was off the shoelaces, Pete.
It was. That was a great pickup with the shallow women's stick. That was a really tough ball to get.
And especially under pressure from 2 players. So good work there from Neem. Guyot passes the ball down. And just working around down on the bottom corner.
Oh.
Might have just backed into one. Didn't phase her. And Maros just doing a little bit of slalom at the moment.
Good ball carrier, Lily Maris. So probably wouldn't mind having the ball in her stick.
And now there's an opportunity here. Guyot by herself at the moment. So they've got numbers here if they can move the ball quickly. As Victoria haven't picked up as they start to, as Floyd now works her way over. So cut in there from Dinny. Ball down the back corner.
A lot of work off the ball happening from SA, just drawing, keeping their player occupied. Capella reckons she's been hit in the head. Stop play and it ends up going Victoria. Oh no.
Yep, no mistake there.
So yeah, okay. So SA
just pointed the wrong way.
Yep.
Certainly made him react though to get to defence. So even numbers now, as we see Jackson back on the field. Jackson passes over here to Guyot. Guyot up against Floyd. To Lawson. Lawson looks inside, finds Capella. Capella finds the back of the net. And India Capella gets her second and the second of the second quarter for South Australia.
Yeah, good work there by India Capella. Always good when she's got the ball in her stick and going to goal, she's always going to be pretty comfortable. But just getting that one in the crease with a good feed from Lawson and sticking it away.
So out to 7-4 again, just getting that 3-goal break. It actually feels like more goals have been scored at the moment, Pete.
It does, yeah. Yep.
I look at the scoreboard and think, no, surely there's been more than that.
It's been a great game so far, Tony. I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
Well, I don't think these 2 teams have finished yet. And
no.
Jackson back into the centre draw. Jackson wins it to herself and then goes on her merry way. Brings it into offence. Carter already got one for the night. Looks to get on her left. Not there. Kicks it out to Jackson. And she's picked up by Patrick. Jackson just looking for her teammates to clear some room here. But decides to move the ball on the outer side. Greenhouse with the ball. Just under pressure, back to Jackson. Ball up to Carter. Carter looks to get inside. Good crash there from Victoria, little flip up, finds Greenhouse. Greenhouse, guarded by Butler, looks to go inside and just runs that ball down through X. Kicks it down to Maros now. Maros picked up by Dorenko. As Lawson cuts through and Jackson cuts through. Good movement here. Now we see Capella setting up for a pick up the top. Ball is down the back and double the ball. Good inside look and pops that one away. And Carter, just the timing to step into that hole behind that was created. And Ruby Carter gets her second of the quarter.
Great to see these young girls stepping up. Tony, Maros and Carter, both first year under 18 players. Maros directing traffic down at that bottom left corner and waiting for that right moment. Carter comes through with a great cut and gee, his skills are silky.
And we've got a timeout here called to Victoria, I believe. So, yeah, just not liking what she sees down there, Michelle. But, yeah, I like the patience there. And a young player, she saw, like Carter just found that hole that was created from the cutter that came before her. She just wasn't trying to get there too quickly. And Maros with great vision to find that and see that sort of evolving behind the play.
Yeah, and leading up to that, Tony, the South Australian offence, a lot of cuts. And for no reward, but still they're cuts. They're not just saying, oh, yeah, pass me the ball. They are real proper cuts, which is what you want from an attacking team. Creates a little bit of confusion amongst the defenders, which then allows someone else to have another cut behind, and Ruby Carter did exactly that.
Well, it's movement as a whole, isn't it? And the more you can move, the less the defence gets settled in women's lacrosse. It's not as like men's where they can rotate and, you know, they sort of get stuck with a player. And if they do switch, often someone opens up. But they're working really hard off ball too, up the top. You know, you see these little picks happening up the top and trying to create space. And that 15 metres is a big area to be not guarding. You know, you have to guard someone in when you're in it.
Interesting, Tony. The rules from World Lacrosse have changed. So this format, there will be some changes to. There's going to be an 11-metre.
We're back. Well, we're back to old school.
The old school, yep.
So 11 and 15.
They've given it a shot. Hasn't quite worked out the way they wanted. So I think we will find the two versions, men's and women's, might become a little bit more similar again.
Yep, absolutely. So, and I think that's what trying to happen as lacrosse goes towards the Olympics in 2028 in Los Angeles. They want the games to look as close as they can, and we saw that in the Sixers last year, where I tell you what, the women, they need to put gear on because they were going hard at it last year in the MLS.
There's some tough girls out there, let me tell you.
So, ball to be reset. Let's see what Michelle had to say to her troops. Floyd looks to come around and just tries to dispossess. Ball has, we're going to have a card here, I would think. And that is going to go on, who is that going on? That is going on Reagan. So Ruby Reagan will sit down for 2 minutes and SA with a power play opportunity, and I'm sure that's not what Michelle drew up.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not what she would have wanted at all from her team. But nonetheless, that's what's happened, and SA goal man player up.
That they do, and great pickup on the toes there from Capella as Greenhouse fires the ball over to Jackson. Jackson took that well and just up and over, and in a power play situation, just got to be a little cleaner than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Good pressure from Victoria to be a player down and putting that sort of pressure on, though.
Yeah. So ball start down on the back corner. They are a woman down at the moment, so Patrick, she's going to have to get her motors on, especially up against Jackson and Maros. So she gives it over to Dorenko. Dorenko under great pressure there from Greenhouse. Greenhouse chasing her down, runs to Capella. Dorenko looks to get through, gets a little push, but play on. And Dorenko just steps down, and that's a fantastic clear from Ava Dorenko.
Yep, a one-woman show there. She took that ball and got it all the way down under some immense pressure from SA.
So Patrick with the ball, SA chasing down here. Maros, she's got speed to burn. Greenhouse coming up from behind her, gets a push. And Patrick will start with the ball. And she'll have to go back to the spot of the foul, which is just being asked to do. That was a good speed battle from Chelsea Patrick and Lily Maros.
Yeah, dynamite.
And Greenhouse wasn't far behind. So Greenhouse picks up Patrick now. And good pressure on the outer there. Might have got a push again. And deemed to exactly have done that. And that was Izzy Jackson, I think, that wore the ire of the official. And ball up the top now through Morlang. Morlang as the, and that's going to be a big push. But that runs the penalty out. It's currently 8-4, Pete. And now they're back to even.
Yeah, well done by Victoria to hold that ball. They were player down and ran that clock down well, waited for their player to come back on.
So Morlang gets past a player almost in Dinny, but Dinny puts enough pressure on. And we've got a flag here. And we'll find her way back up to the top. Will Morlang. So Ileana just coming up to this, just getting the ball. No one wants to go and get it for her, so she just collects it herself. And an opportunity here for Ileana. So Morlang just being asked to come over to the correct position where she actually started until no one threw the ball to her. Morlang looks, kicks it to Floyd. Floyd just looks at Reagan there, but little flip comes up to Patrick and gives it back down there to Floyd. Floyd looking to play a two-man game on one defender. Good pressure as she slips over. Floyd looks to pick the ball up, does ball to be won. A great pick up there. And running out of there is Jackson. Jackson just leaving him in her wake. The opportunity here, looks inside. Great pass. And there we go. Lawson pops that one away. Unselfish though from
Ruby Carter.
Was it Ruby Carter?
Ruby Carter took the ball from Jackson, but knew exactly what was going on in the play. Rolls back onto her left, passes the ball over to Lawson, and gives that one.
So Lawson gets her first of the evening and just ekes this score out a little bit more, Pete.
Just out of the 9 goals, Tony, I got 5 assisted goals, so that's really good for SA.
Coaches will be happy with that. And ball back in the centre. Got Durenko up against Jackson. And all night it's been going to Jackson, Jackson. Nope. So a little bit of pushing going on here. Just being asked to separate the 1-3 against the 3. So that's Reagan there up against Sharpley. And ball out to be won. And ball hits the deck, and we're going to have a pre-check, is it?
Yes.
So an opportunity here, and Ava Durenko, as the did not see that sneaking up at us, Pete. The clock came on the field, and that is half time. It is currently South Australia 9 leading Victoria 4. And it has been a very entertaining game of lacrosse.
Yeah, really good. You know that it's 5 goals the difference, but you wouldn't know. That both teams are playing hardball. They're playing good lacrosse, running up and down. There's a lot of intenseness about this whole game. But SA just, I think they've just been more creative in the offensive end with their off-ball movement and just with their vision as well. I think they've just, like I just said, 5 assisted out of 9. That's a really good result for SA.
Coaches would be very happy with that at the halftime break. And speaking of a halftime break, we might go and just have a quick 5-minute refreshment, and we'll be back very soon on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
myself. I don't know. I forgot the camera was high. And I just imagined. Johnny, brah. Okay.
As we come back from the three-quarter time break, I hope you like our halftime entertainment on the camera there. Don't know who would produce that, but let's just say they were enjoying themselves. And that's the fun we have of lacrosse, isn't it?
One big happy family, mate.
One big happy family. And I'll tell you, the happy family on the SA side at the moment, currently leading 9 goals to 4. As we get the centre draw ready to go again. Jackson, what's going to happen here? We might have a legal procedure. Had to think about that one.
Yeah, I think Izzy has had a fair few against her. She was like, oh, no, not again.
And there goes Jackson. This is what she did in the first quarter. Scored the first one of the game from almost that same thing, only she won it to herself. Finds the ball to India. Capella kicks it up to Lawson. Lawson picked up by Floyd. Oh, just throws that one well behind her. So an opportunity here, but that's fortuitously picked up by Appleton. Sometimes you just got to be in the right spot. And the ball comes up to Sharpley. So Sharpley with the ball. Looks up. Kicks it to Jackson. Jackson takes it in one hand. Gets monstered by a sea of blue. She must have thought she was down the beach then with that much blue crashing over her.
Oh, dear.
And ends up with a opportunity top centre, and I can tell you what, Izzy Jackson is going to the cage.
Yep, she will like this opportunity.
Izzy Jackson steps in, fires, and up and over, and just gone over. And 3 SA, that's what you love to see as a coach, Pete. 3 SA players backing that ball up.
Yep, they want to keep hold of the possession, and there was 3 of them that wanted to do so.
Guy looks to take her opponent on. Comes around the right-hand side. Looks up. No one there. Needs an option now. Needs to have someone present for her. Does. Has Lawson. Lawson finds Jackson, who's picked up by Patrick. Just clearing some space there. Cut comes through. Guy. Jackson. Little shuffle on there. Gets in left hand. Good hold from Jackson. And pops it down and then bounce shot straight up to the top of the cage. And we're going to have a card here as well, are we? So Jackson with the score. And let's have a look. No, we're going to have a stick check.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
It's all happening out here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club. So Izzy Jackson, and they have called a stick check on her. So this is one where the officials... and they go all clear. So that's their one run and done.
You don't see that too often in the women's game, Tony.
Well, because sticks are checked before the game, if they did that to the men's, they probably wouldn't have a game.
No.
But the women's game, all the sticks are checked pre-game, so unless something major's happened, it's not going to be too good. And maybe she's just holding it that well and gets another one on the board. Jackson back into the centre and gets it again, and that might spur her up again. Just loses the ball that time. Ball picks up, coming the other way. Great pick up there from Coram. So Sophie Coram gets a little push there from Annabelle Cholsh. And Coram looks down, finds Hall. Hall with the number 6, looks to fire. Tink, tink, tink off the bar. And it's pre-check had there. Unlucky there was Hall. And she will have another opportunity from the top as South Australia work out what's going on down here with their defence. But not a free shot.
No, it must have been a minor infraction there.
And Dorenko, we saw her with strength before get through. She tries to go through again. So Dorenko does get through, runs into a sea of red, fires and pops it in. Oh no, saved. Thought I saw the net move then. But good save there from the keeper.
Great work from Naila Samick there, just getting herself in the right spot at the right time.
Good, strong work though from Dorenko to get into that point. But she was just smothered by red, yellow and blue as we see Lawson come out. Opportunity up and over. Could have used that, still could use it. Does use it now. Great pass forward. Finds Harkness. Harkness carries the ball through X. She has Floyd running with her. Harkness finds Capella. Capella just drops the ball, but nothing damaging there. Looks back and a flag on the play, so we'll see Indy. She will head up to the 15-metre arc.
And I wouldn't be surprised if she goes for the shot either, Toadie. She has got a big shot on her, and particularly with the way the ground's bouncing, mate, I wouldn't be surprised if we see that either.
I'm looking at Jackson here. Capella, no. And so's Capella. Capella's looking at Jackson. So ball comes up the top. Haley, look, just wasn't even really watching that. She just thought that was going to go in her stick. But picks it up, Lawson. And whistle off the play for a push. And that was off the ball. So Guyot will take the ball down in the bottom corner. And a push had there from Mason. So Mason will step out from behind. Opportunity here for South Australia. Guyot with the ball. And just making sure that they're centimetre perfect. Guyot looks to get past one. Does get past one. Little shovel shot. Oh, digging a grave. Digging a bit of a hole there with the shovel is Guyot.
And Neve Guyot there just putting her afterburners on, didn't she, Tony? Just went round on her right, on the left-hand side, gave a little shovel and almost hit the pipe there as well. Great shot, Neve.
The one of my favourite shots, Pete, the old shovel.
Yes, I've seen you throw a couple of those, mate.
Yeah, mate. If you don't look at the goals and you miss, you go, well, I wasn't looking. But that one found it in the back of the net. So Guyot with her first score of this evening. But it's been the Jacksons show through the centre draw here tonight.
Certainly has. But the only ones she's really lost are the ones she's given away.
And it's not ending yet for Victoria. So Jackson gives the ball down here to Carter. Carter looks to drive in her player, gets a bit of a push, but where's that one? And the ball goes down the back there to Dallison. Back to Carter. Carter up to the top here with Jackson. Just over. That was fortuitous, but it lands in the stick of Hannah Greenhouse, and Right place, right time, and she might have an opportunity here. Greenhouse looks to get inside, does get inside. Good save again from the keeper. That's another one that she'll be marking with a bruise, I'd suggest. And it's got that one right on the shin, picked up, and that's going to be a Victorian ball. And good work there from Ruby Reagan. So that one got right on the knee shin of the keeper. They're always fun, aren't they, Pete?
She's got some pretty big pants on, so there could be some padding under there.
Okay, well, we hope there is, because they always leave a mark. As we see Reagan with Maros, and looking for a card there was Reagan, as Maros one-handed just sort of gave a bit of a swipe. And she did look around there, Ruby Reagan, asking potentially for something. Looks inside. Oh, nice inside step. Fires. Good save down there. And Naila, but we're going to have a card here. And is that going on Jackson again? So that's a yellow-red. So that's going to be a 5-minute penalty for Izzy Jackson, and she is out the game.
This could turn the game, Tony. She's been dominant in the centre draws, and now they're going to have to find another solution. Are they in front enough? I don't know.
Well, 11-4 is the score. They're a 5-minute power play now for Victoria. So they will be man up for 5 minutes. And better than that, they lose Izzy Jackson out of the centre draw. So, yeah, makes an interesting second half of lacrosse here, Pete.
It does.
So ball down the bottom, finds Durenko. Power play opportunity. Cutter's coming in. Durenko looking like she wants some space. They've gone early, South Australia. Looks to, and they just drove into the hole there. Coming over the back there is Reagan. And Ruby Reagan gets one on the board. And is that the comeback, Pete?
It could be. Just that the SA defenders sort of all crashed in the middle, and there was really no one on anyone, really, to be honest. But Regan just finding herself with the ball in front of the cage and putting that one away.
And very smart here. Victoria have called a timeout, which will stop the penalty clock, so they get to have a chat about it, get to reassess what's happening in this centre draw. And with Jackson out of the second centre draw, they'll be looking to win some ball through there.
Yeah, we were talking at half-time, Tony, Izzy Jackson being from Woodville, the same club as Olivia Parker, and obviously those two have worked a lot together. And Olivia's great in that position as well in the centre draw, but you're looking through the SA squad, and there are a number of girls who have been known to take centre draws and done it quite well, but maybe not to the same standard as Izzy Jackson.
And with points carrying here for the women's game, and if we'll have to get an update on, because each card carries a point.
Yes.
So a yellow, I think, is 2, and a yellow-red is 4, 6, you're allowed 8 points. If Izzy's got any cards in the previous game, no, so she'll be on 6 points. So this is where it comes in interesting, isn't it? So the next game, if she gets another one, that'll give her 8 points, which means she misses the next game.
Yeah, and quite often what can happen is you might play a team that's not as skilled, so you can rest your girls through.
Yep.
But coming up against the New Zealand team tomorrow, they can't afford to rest Izzy Jackson.
Well, they can't. So here's the thing: you play Jackson, she gets a yellow card, she misses the next game, which would be the semi-final. Well, that would be she'd miss that one. So I mean, it could work in favour, but
South Australia have gone the Maros option.
And Durenko in there for Victoria. So Victoria bring it back to a 6-goal game, but they are in a power play situation, and they've probably got 4 minutes 35, let's say, on the man up. So ball, that's got to come above shoulder height with that release. So that's why they
possibly went above Lily's, but Durenko's quite tall.
Yeah, is indeed. Would have definitely gone above my shoulder.
Yeah.
So ball back in the centre. Durenko up against Maros. Maros flicks it. Ball comes out. Great pick up there from Carter. Carter fires. Carter puts her third away. And she says, I don't care that we're a player down at the moment. I get an opportunity, and we're going to have there's a whistle on the play here. And we're just going to... No. I don't know what that whistle was for, Pete. I was looking over, but Carter with a goal. I don't know what that whistle was for.
No, couldn't tell you, mate.
They were celebrating.
What I can tell you is Ruby Carter having the shot from just inside the fan, a bounce shot, and really hard for a new goalie to be across those. And with the night lights, SA needs to possibly do more of that. But great work from Maros to get that centre draw too.
So ball comes out the other way now. Opportunity here. Lawson picks the ball up just in front of Floyd. So Lawson, they are a player down at the moment here, South Australia, and will be for about the next 3 minutes something. So ball up the top. Carter, the goal scorer, or last goal scorer I should say, kicks it to Lawson. Lawson down to Capella. Capella just drawing her two players down, trying to spin a web down there so she can get inside. And still under pressure. Good check there on Capella. And that has gone out of bounds. No, it's going back the other way. A mistake going to... No, it is going to Victoria. Must have gone out of bounds. So opportunity. Ball gets passed up. Finds Knox. Knox misses the handle. Up and over the back. Guy picks the ball up. Looks to run. Runs into massive pressure there, but well held there by Guy. Kicks it over Litchfield. Litchfield looks for a little flip. Not there. Looks up. Oh, good interception. Good work from Hull, but loses the ball with a check. Ball comes out. Ball to be won on the deck. Patrick gets a pre-check, and Patrick will take the ball. So Chelsea Patrick wearing that one from Lawson. You'd expect nothing less than that?
No, not at all. That's
tough defender.
The right call.
As ball comes down here to Georgia Floyd. Floyd. Ball down here to Morlang. Morlang looks to come around the right-hand side. They are still a player down here. Looks to move in and stick side high. Needs to make the save though, and does make the save there from Alicia Deans. Little flip out the back. Finds Andrea. Lucia Andrea runs the ball up on this outside wing, chased by Ava Dorenko. They should have just kept running because there's no penalty.
No, that's right.
Looks over. Nice pass there from Maros to find Capella. And another one on the board for South Australia.
Yeah, Capella scores her third goal. Great run from Lucia Andrea. Maros just finding Capella with no one on her in the crease. Unusual for that to have happened, but Capella's going to make you pay, and she does, and that's now an 8-ball game.
And still in a man-down situation, so if you're scoring in a man-down situation, you're doing exceptionally well.
Yep, you're happy with that.
So South Australia still in penalty. Dorenko up against Maros in the centre. Ball gets set. Ball, that's a beautiful centre draw. Popped up. Ball hard at it. Both players, a great work there from Maros. She's runs into Floyd and runs in front. Floyd runs in front, and she will win the... Well, it's always the one in front, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah, I thought Floyd kept her line, and Maros just came off her line a bit. So probably the right call there, I would say.
Managed to get in front, so Georgia Floyd with the ball. Looks to take on Capella. Just dispossess Capella. Pick the ball up. No, picked up there. Oh, just got head taken off just about. And that is just incidental contact, Pete.
Apparently. So
Floyd again finds the ball down here to Patrick. Chelsea Patrick. Now they are a player up here.
No, I think
Oh, no, even now.
I think they're all even
So
again.
Floyd, player has been released. So 6 on 6 down in the offensive end for Victoria. Patrick, she's already got a couple and looks to go again and draws a flag there. So Chelsea Patrick will take the ball just on the left-hand pipe side of the 15-metre arc. No, just getting squared up, Pete, straight in the centre.
I think it was a shooting space violation there, Tony.
So Patrick looks down, fires and pops it back, and where's one? That one just about took the goggles off as well, as Chelsea Patrick gets her third of the night, and the second one for Victoria in this third quarter.
Yeah, just the free position play here, running straight in and putting that one on the offhand side of Samick. I think Samick might have even got a piece of it, maybe, but not enough, if she did.
If she did, they're the ones the goalies really hate.
Yeah.
You can get a piece of it and it still ends up in the back of the cage. So Victoria getting one back here. Brings it to a 13-6 game. Durenko up against Maros in the centre. Their third centre draw. Ball to be won. Floyd just acts like the Hoover and picks that one off the carpet. And Floyd runs it down into offence. Looks to take it down through X behind the goal line. So Floyd trying to create some space. She's picked up by Lawson. Lawson just goes a big cross check. And that is going to be a card. And Lawson will find herself sitting down for 2 minutes as Haley threw her head back saying, oh, probably wasn't, but probably was. That was a good cross check.
Yeah, it was a bit high as well, so I think you've got to protect the head in those cases.
So an opportunity here for Floyd. Can they get back-to-back goals here, Victoria? Floyd as just getting reset.
We've got the clock on the field too, Tony.
So looks in, Floyd looks to go in, fires and throws that one out the back, and that's going to be just. Good race down there by Coram against the keeper in Samick. And you're right, clock is on the field. Limited time in this third. Run straight into the defender. Dinny looks up. Patrick has one over. Fires, looks in the middle. And we've got a whistle on the play. Might be a 3-second call, is it? And Patrick, no. Going over here to Alicia Deans. Alicia Deans has Patrick to her left. Deans looks in, no, looks down further.
Oh, Maros with the intercept.
And that will end the third quarter. Really entertaining game here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club in this pool game between Victoria and South Australia. It is three-quarter time, currently 13-6. And good quarter of lacrosse, Pete.
Mate, really, really good quarter. Big saves from Naila Samick in that quarter. 4 saves from her. So well done to the SA keeper. But I'm looking down the list, and we've got 6 goal scorers for SA for their 13 goals, and 5 from Victoria for their 6 goals. So just good spread, and just good hard lacrosse, Tony. There's a lot of feeling out there, isn't there? Like that, there's a 7-goal difference, but the emotion, they're really giving everything. It's quite physical as well. So really great, exciting lacrosse to watch.
And you're seeing that, a couple of cards handed out that quarter. One of them was a second yellow, which turns into a red for Izzy Jackson. But Maros has done a great job coming into the centre. I like Durenko in there as well.
Yep.
It's been a real contest in that centre.
Yeah, so the centre draw possessions, that quarter I had 4-2. But those Victorian ones came after Izzy Jackson came off the field. So I think that will even up. If not, maybe lean towards Victoria going forward. But that will be something to watch for sure.
But again, a young player in Maros getting the opportunity to step into the pressure cooker that is the centre draw.
Yep.
Yeah, she'd be loving that contest.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Lily Morris, and this is a sort of environment she really thrives on. Loves to get in there and make an impact on a big game.
And I'm loving the work of Chelsea Patrick for Victoria. She seems to be, every time I open my mouth, Patrick seems to be coming out of it. She's doing a fantastic job for her team, as is Durenko.
Yeah, and Patrick's got 3 goals from 3 shots as well, so really got her eye in and making the most of her opportunities.
And again, the other motor down there, Georgia Floyd, she's in defence and offence and running through, and yeah, you know, there's some real positives to like about Victoria, even though they are currently 13-6 down.
I think 13-6 down for them, with the knowledge that their main keeper is not in the cage, they would not be too upset with that score. They could even be happy with it.
Yeah, yep. And given the fact, as I said, when Holly does come in, you know, how many goal difference is she as a keeper? We will find out as the weekend progresses here. Live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We're glad you are joining us. And we're heading into the 4th quarter as gets set here. So Coram up against Maros, and Coram will win that one. So Sophie Coram wins another centre draw for Victoria. Has Reagan to her left. Reagan brings the ball over the offensive third. Looks to give it back to Floyd. Floyd.
SA are offside here, Tone.
And there are an offside, as they will... But again, there's no penalty for that, Pete.
No.
So you may as well stay down there and play. Difference between the men's game and the women's game is that when the men are offside, there's a 30-second technical penalty assessed.
Yep.
So you actually end up...
be sitting in the box
and you'll be in a power play situation.
Coach would say, why did you cross that line?
And you go, Coach, I've crossed it all my life.
Yeah.
So ball up the top here through Morlang. Morlang gives it to Floyd. Floyd over here to Patrick. Patrick down a hole. Hole. Back to Chelsea Patrick. Looking to create space. She has created space. Good pressure there from Reagan. Reagan finding herself a flag on the play, and we'll see Chelsea Patrick with a free shot here.
Young Ruby Carter down there playing some defence, Tony. I haven't seen her in defence too much this tournament.
I don't know why as an attack you'd ever want to go to defence, Pete.
Agreed.
I always found that there was a step up to go into the defensive end, so I figured I would not take that. Patrick looks in. Patrick, and a good save again there from Samek. Naylor, but picked up by Victoria. Floyd. And even numbers now. So back to 6-on-6. Ball comes down. Good little push there just to get her past the goal line extended. Here coming over though is Durenko. Durenko loses the ball. Ball to be won. Ball is still on the ground. Ball still ready to be won. It is extracted. And a great extraction there. And that's going to be... there's a penalty on the play, but play on.
I think they played advantage.
Did play advantage. Great work coming out of the defensive end there from Andrea. And an opportunity as Lawson has the ball.
Oh.
Massive opening. Looks at Capella. Capella, great cut. And that was just really good look there from Lawson. Just had the first cutter inside, which she could have given, but decided to wait. The defence mulled around in there, and then we see Capella, and she does there, just a great feed. Good take up high, and Capella puts another one in the back of the cage for South Australia.
Yeah, I feel for Ruby Regan there. She was all over Capella, but just Capella was too strong on that occasion, and but Regan was with her the whole way, putting the pressure on. And
Capella has a goal in each quarter.
There you go.
So 4 for the game so far from India Capella. Ball back in the centre. Coram up against Maros. Picked up here by Greenhouse. Greenhouse, she looks like she's going to go, and just finds herself in a blue and white sandwich Good inside look. And Maros wears a push there. And Lily Maros, tell you what, you don't need to write an invitation for Lily to get on the cage. She has Lawson to her right. No, fires outside. Good save there from Thompson. Saw it late. Puts the keeper straight under pressure. Lawson already on 1 yellow as Capella just pushes her player into the official. And that's one way to work it. And Reagan comes out of defence. We've seen Reagan a bit of a ball taxi tonight. Steps on the... Oh! Gets a big push there from Guyatt. Says, how about if you're going to tiptoe the tulips, you end up in them. And Reagan, as Neem says, thanks. Just a little bit of a good step there, though, from Reagan. Well, if you're going to wear one, make it worth it. But it's just a push. And Coram looks to run Maros around the back. I think she picked the wrong player to run with. So Coram looks inside, nice inside roll. And that is in the back of the net. So SA will clear this ball. Naylor Samek.
Yeah, no hurry here, Tony. I'm a big fan of the slow clear and using it to your advantage. Naylor was under no pressure there. Could have held onto it while you 8 goals up. So not to be, but Litchfield is running down the field, coasting down. Not coasting, she's really powering down. Gives the ball to Greenhouse.
Greenhouse picks the ball up, steps inside the 15-metre mark. Greenhouse gets in. Oh, that's hit the player. So that's going to be a dangerous shot, even though she was behind the cage. And we're going to have a card here, are we? No? I suggest that that's not a dangerous shot because the player was behind the cage. And I think that's what they're assessing at the moment, that while the shot was off target, it actually hit the player behind goal and extended. So you cannot have a dangerous shot with a player standing behind the cage. And I think we'll find that from Tammy Varga, and she will give the correct interpretation of this.
So does this go to a toss then?
So that should be a Victorian ball, potentially.
No one had possession?
Well, I'd suggest...
Whistle's been blown incorrectly?
Yeah, potentially. I'm just trying to get rid of the toss, Pete.
And it is going, Tony. The new rules have removed the toss from the women's game.
Yep, and Tammy Varga just exactly saying that, because you were behind goal on extended, and just because you've been hit, there is no, and that'll be a toss. Oh, get rid of the toss.
It's going, I'm telling you.
Good.
This will be the last tournament you see it, mate.
Good, I like it. So, correct call. And again, nothing wrong with the official here. No. She saw the ball hit the player.
Correct.
Tammy Varga in a perfect spot there on that goal line extended.
And a lot of experience as well.
Saw the player behind, and that is the correct call.
Yep.
So, Maros.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse. But one here by Mason. Mason, she finds the soft part of the Brighton Lacrosse Club.
It is beautiful and green right here in front of us, Tony.
It is. Annika Mason runs into another one, gets a push, gets another push, and Mason able to wear those pushes and kicks it out there to Peyton Knox. As advantage is called, so Peyton Knox looks and kicks it to Coram. Sophie Coram. Down the back to Durenko. Durenko looks inside. Good cut there from Reagan. Inside. Great take. Oh, just managed to get that one well there to Deans. And just that little bit of pressure forced the shot over the cage. But backed up well by Coram.
Well, Victoria really need to come hard now because they are 8 goals down. And with only 7 minutes remaining, they really need to put some goals in the back of the net.
Goal a minute, Pete. Oh, good pick up again. Looks on the bottom corner, and there's one. Great work down there from Sophie Coram. She gets her first of the game, I reckon.
Yep.
And that is the first of Victoria, so it's a 14-7 game. And just as you spoke about it, and we've got a timeout being called here. And I think that was on South Australia. So timeout here, 7-goal game, 14-7 is the score. South Australia up. Good down the bottom there from Sophie Coram.
And this is the sort of moment that coaches prepare for at trainings. You do those drills where you want to see the offense, get the ball down, keep possession, don't do anything silly. No, make sure if you're going to pass the ball, it's a 90% pass. Wind that clock down and really give Victoria no chance of coming back.
Pete, what you're saying is really simple lacrosse. just don't do anything stupid.
It's an easy game.
Hey?
It's a very easy game.
So 14-7 is the score. Well, I had South Australia by 8 goals, Pete. We spoke early. We didn't say it on air, but I had South Australia by 8. So Victoria have just upset my prediction at the moment.
Only by a goal. You're a goal out. 8 could be the go, but I reckon Victoria are going to really put the pressure on South Australia here and get a few back.
Well, we're about to find out as this timeout comes to an end. And Maros, she's going straight to the centre. She's just left her team. She says, you know what I'm doing? Everyone else is having a cheer, and Lily says, I'm more interested in playing lacrosse, thanks. As Lily just says, well, if I'm first out here, no one can take it off me.
She's very focused, Lily. She knows what her job is, and she wants to get it done.
So Maros up against the goal scorer in Sophie Coram. And what have we got left on the clock, Pete? Are you seeing?
It looks to be round about the 8 minutes, 7:50.
So 7:50 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 7 goals, a goal a minute. We'll go to golden goal, Pete.
Yeah, well, stranger things have happened.
In the upside down world?
In the upside down. We're back there.
We're back there. Ball in the centre. Coram up against Maros. Ball comes out. Is one there. Picked up there by Simmons, and Simmons gets pushed out of bounds. So Annabelle Simmons looks inside. Finds Butler. Butler finds Floyd. Floyd, she will go to the cage, give it an opportunity, but loses the ball. Good defence there. As now kicks it out here again. Finds Hall. That's a good play to have the ball in the stick of this situation. Great ball holder is Imogen Hall. Just finds Floyd, but able to pick it up. Chased down by Cholsh. Ball out the back. Looking to roll inside. Loses the handle of the ball there. Does Deans. And blocking. So South Australia will turn the ball over down in the defensive end.
Abby Harkness with the ball in her stick. She'll start with it.
And she will try and find the open player. Ooh. Does find an open player, but not quite able to get a hand on it. Takes the ball, gets it back. And just tiptoeing the white line out there. And then just hung it out. Good chase down there. And good defence there from Coram. So she's doing it both ends. So Coram, Carter presents. Not there. Carter just trying to find some space. Does find some space. A little push there. Carter always goes at pace. She has right on her. And that one's up and over, and that could... No, South Australia with the backup.
Capella just doing enough to get back there.
I was going to say, I looked up and they were both pretty even, but ball had already gone out.
No hurry from India Capella here. I don't believe the clock would have stopped yet, so...
So what you're saying is just get down the bottom and do party tricks?
Yeah.
Until someone comes to you?
Yeah, that's it.
She won't. She's already got 4. She's maybe looking to get a handful here, and does that indeed. And India Capella the only goal scorer for South Australia in this fourth quarter, gets her 5th and brings it out to a 15-7 lead the way of the SA Reds.
A lot of space there for India Capella, just looking at the replay. Comes around really strong on that right hand, gets her hands free, and still had plenty of space around her. So why not?
Hey, my name backwards.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. For those that don't know, Tony, why not? Anyway, we'll work with that.
We'll do an infographic.
Infographic. Ball comes back into the centre. Well into this fourth quarter. And good take out of the air there from Chelsea Patrick. And starts to run, but Maros, she's played a really good game tonight, Lily Maros. Very impressed. Ball here with Ruby Reagan, already a goal scorer tonight. Oh, the double comes, needs to pass it off. Looks inside to Patrick. Patrick, she has been a goal scorer tonight. Already has 3 of her own.
Another new rule, Tony, that's coming in with the new World Lacrosse rules. In that situation where you've got 10 girls going for a ball, kick it out.
Yeah, you're allowed to kick the ball now.
Kick it out into space.
Sensibility. I think common sense has prevailed. And we've got another throw. Glad we're getting rid of this. We're using them all up here at Brighton Lacrosse Club early. This is the last time, hopefully, you will see these things. So, ball to be thrown to the players.
So what they're going to do instead is an alternate possession.
Yep, I'd prefer that, especially, and ball to be won. Ball on the deck, picked up, loose. That's come out of a blue stick, now out of a red stick, now out of a blue stick. Patrick, oh, that's a great extraction there from Chelsea Patrick. And she runs the ball down to X, but runs into Maros. Ball to Reagan. Reagan gets inside, looks to really penetrate in there, but gets shut down. Good in there to Hole. Hole just takes it, one touch, puts it in the back of the net. And Imogen Hall gets her 2nd of the game. And another one here for Victoria.
Great vision there from the feeder in, I think it was Regan. Just found Hall on her preferred left, and she sticks that away nicely.
So a good team goal there. Another assisted goal, Pete.
Yep, another one for Victoria. They have 3 assisted goals out of their 8.
And ball back to the centre. So what would Michelle, while she wouldn't like the loss, we know Michelle, what would she be happy with here?
I think just their intensity.
If it was 15-10, would she be happy with that?
Well, yeah, she would be happy with 15-10, I would have thought.
Yep. So ball to be won. Patrick has been an absolute combatant for her side tonight. She's my MVP for Victoria too, Pete, by the way.
Patrick?
Just getting in early.
All right.
Ball fired over there to Amini. Amini kicks the ball to Butler. Butler runs into 2 red shirts. Back to Amini. Amini looks down, finds Ava Durenko. Durenko looks to get inside. Flag on the play. And gets a push. And Ava Durenko will line up at that 15-metre mark. As the Reds just trying to work out where all their players are. And Durenko looks to step inside, a big crash. And someone's worn a stick there. I think that is that Greenhouse? Yep, no, she's all right. She might have just got a stinger, Pete.
Maybe.
She'll tell you all about that tonight.
She will.
That one.
No, she's
just an ankle, maybe.
Yeah, it
just,
could be.
Just rubbing it off. Just keep running. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Ball in the stick of the keeper. Naila Samek. There's no reason that she can't just hold that for the next, I don't know,
minute and a half.
Minute and a half, 2 minutes. If no one comes to her, just stay down the back.
Yep, there's absolutely no hurry at all.
Which will change goalies' perception when the shot clock cars come in.
Yeah.
And Maros picks the ball up and wants to quick start, but under that 2 minute mark, they're not allowed a quick start. So otherwise they lose the ball, Pete.
Yes.
So Maros with the ball. Picked up by Patrick. Maros fires it down here to Greenhouse. Greenhouse, she's moving all right now. Puts the ball in her left hand, looks to accelerate, runs in front of the cage, just loses the ball, but picked up there and doesn't see the player come from behind there. And we're going to have a card here, are we? Well, that is Hannah Greenhouse with her first yellow of this evening. She gets to sit down for potentially the rest of the game.
I would think so.
And 1 minute we're hearing on the from the sidelines. Ball here with the mini. So do Victoria have an opportunity for another goal? Little push and just steps out, nearly runs into our equipment there, does a mini. Poppy just holding up nicely though. Little bit of pressure there from Neve Sharpley. And Mini looks inside. Finds Butler. Butler looking for an option. And that wasn't the option. And that for wood chop could chop wood. But the ball is going to go now to South Australia. So it's in the stick of Ruby Carter. Carter picked up by Butler. Passes the ball forward, but up and over the head. Picked up there by Dorenko. Ava looks. Limited time on this clock. Advantage called there. And Dorenko will hold it up. And South Australia, well, that's just put them through to a national championship final. They won it last year. And that will book their spot, Pete.
Yeah, they've done well, the SA girls. A 7-goal win tonight and a 10-goal win against WA yesterday. So they would be really happy with their position. They'd look to play against New Zealand for a bit of pride, I suppose, and maybe just to stamp their authority on this competition. But no, very good job there by SA.
Well, I look forward to that SA New Zealand game. Because that is going to be a cracker with New Zealand not having lost one yet.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's a great way to run into a championship game. But good work there for Victoria. Never gave up at any 1 minute. And they know they have their main goalkeeper coming back in. But what a good job in there from Thompson as well.
Yeah, she did a great job. Tonya got her down for 4 saves. Could have been more. I think.
What about Naylor? Naylor really came into the game as well late there.
Yeah, Naylor 1, 5, 6 saves for Naylor as well, but a lot of those in the second half when Victoria were coming home strong.
They were indeed. So all around a very entertaining game of lacrosse, high scoring, 23 goals scored for the game. And MVPs are about to be announced, and I suppose we have to look through them. Well, I've got Chelsea Patrick. So on the Victorian side, your thoughts on Victoria?
Victoria, I think Floyd was good. I think Thompson was good. Dorenko was very good too. I think I'm going to go Dorenko.
Yeah, that would have been my backup, Pete. So we're not far from that. And on the South Australian side, well, I'm going to go for a bit of a... I'm going to go Lily Maros for me.
Yep, Lily had a great game. What do we got her down for? 1 goal, 2 assists. And yeah, started to really own that centre draw. For me, Ruby Carter really stepped up today. India Capella, another 5 goals. And just on the scoreboard there, Hayley Lawson had 1 goal, 5 assists. So I'm going to go with Hayley Lawson.
Oh, a little bit of a dark horse for Lawson. And a card. Does that wipe any of those out?
No, that's all right.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
Rubbin's racing, Pete says. So as the coaches make their way towards the officials.
Now, Tony, we've started doing our own little game, picking, who's picking the MVPs and who's on top of the ladder there. When you had a good win last night. Oh no, we were 1-1.
And 1-1 last night, Pete. Don't do yourself like that.
So I commentated a game earlier this morning.
Yeah.
I picked both of them.
Oh, did you?
Are we counting those?
Who did you commentate this morning?
I commentated the SAA game.
Oh, there you go.
Against New Zealand, and New Zealand came out and dominated.
What was I doing? Here I am working, not listening to Peter Greenhouse on the comms.
You invited me into this chair, Tony, and
And I'm taking over the world.
no, I know. It's an addiction.
It is an addiction, indeed.
I'm addicted.
Well, I'm glad you are, mate. You do a fantastic job in here, and we look forward to having you for the rest of the weekend. And we've got also coming over. So Shendell Oliver will be in the commentary box with us as well. So watch out when that happens.
So she is flying in tomorrow morning, I believe, and she's very keen to get the headphones on.
She is.
So I will be here with Shendell pretty much all day, I think. I'm not sure where you're at with your movements. I know you'll be doing the night game for sure.
I'm definitely doing the night game, and I'll probably be around for the Victorian game, but I may not be here for that one. And we might see what we do come 3 o'clock game.
Yeah.
And but there is lots of live and free action on the Australian Lacrosse Network. So stay with us for the rest of the weekend. Tomorrow is Good Friday, and what is better than Good Friday than playing lacrosse and watching, and Easter eggs, of course, and more Easter eggs, and Good Friday. So let's have a look at the MVPs for this evening. And I cannot tell, Pete.
I cannot tell either. Great work as well, Tony, by Jess Morrison.
Jess Morrison on the camera tonight.
Yep.
Outstanding. So we will get the MVPs for you. And
just going through a bit of cheers, I think.
Going through cheers at the moment.
Great crowd tonight here, Tony.
So MVP is about to be announced. And we're sorry we haven't zoomed in on that so you can see it. So the crowd has flocked to the ceremony as Wendy Walsh and Michelle Davies talk about their as the hush goes over the crowd. And a beautiful night for lacrosse it was down here, and it's been beautiful down here.
That is number 30, Georgia Floyd.
Georgia Floyd gets the MVP for Victoria. She was outstanding tonight too, Georgia.
A lot of work on both ends.
Yep. That only leaves one, Pete. As the Victorian coach, Michelle Davies, is about to present the South Australian MVP for this evening. And it's always, as a player, while we play for team success, it's always nice to have a medal hanging around your neck at the end of the night.
It's a good recognition of some hard work.
So, and
Lily Morris. That is Lily Morris.
Lily Morris for South Australia. So I got one.
You got one? That's all right.
And the other one, Floyd, had an outstanding game tonight.
Yeah, we did mention her. Absolutely played a great game and well deserved that MVP medallion.
But good for a young player, though, like Morris as well, just making her way into this real senior stuff going forward. And, yeah, always good to be recognised by your peers.
Absolutely. She's been a great player for a long time, and probably plays above her age bracket, really, both mentally and physically.
And she's probably got another 2 or 3 years in this under-18 competition, so watch out for her as we get towards Olympics as well, potentially. So, yeah, congratulations to Georgia Floyd and Lily Morris on their MVPs. Congratulations to South Australia. Again, we thank Blake for all his work today, just making it run. Scotty decided he didn't want to come down today. It was
He was here this morning.
Oh, was he?
Was
I'll
here
take
this
it back,
morning.
Scotty. You're an amazing man. We thank Jess Morrison for being up on the camera. She did look twice about getting up on the scaffold, but did a fantastic job up there, did Jess. Pete, outstanding, mate. Always love having you, and we've got lots more games to call for the weekend here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. So
Been a pleasure.
thank you, mate.
Love it.
And on behalf of myself, Tony Watts, cannot wait to bring you live and free lacrosse tomorrow on Good Friday and for the rest of the weekend. So until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you soon.